Hi there, I'm Lavellan and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition, episode 28. Alright then, we are ready to get in through this door. So, let's just do it. Very nice. Oh yes. Okay, you'll pay for this. How could you do all this? I hoped I'd find you here. Let's finish this. Oh, you're here alone? I'm thinking more aggressive. You're gonna pay for this. Look at around. Look at this world. You're gonna pay for this.
Alexius, it's time to answer for your crimes.
And here you are, finally. I knew you would appear again. Not that it would be now, but I knew I hadn't destroyed you. My final failure.
Was it worth it? Everything you did to the world, to yourself.
It doesn't matter now. All we can do is wait for the end.
Wait for the end. Yeah, I mean, the world is definitely ending, isn't it? I was expecting a fight, or it can be undone. Yeah, we don't have to accept this.
It does matter. I will undo this.
How many times have I tried? The past cannot be undone. All that I fought for, all that I betrayed, and what have I wrought? Ruin and death, there is nothing else. The Elder One comes for me, for you, for us all. Felix.
That's Felix. Maker's breath, Alexius, what have you done?
He would have died, Dorian. I saved him. Please, don't hurt my son. I'll do anything you ask.
I'll do anything you ask. There's nothing you can do. Give us the amulet. Release him, Liliana. Give him a merciful death. Let's do that one. Give him a merciful death. This is horrible.
You didn't save him, Alexius. No one should live like that.
No. No!
Oh yeah. Merciful for Felix. Vindictive for Alexius. Oh, where'd he go? Behind me. Okay.
We both fail. Accept the death as I have.
No. Oh, damn it. That was nice. That was nice, Varric. I really thought I'd missed everybody then. Oh. That's it. Stay in the slow area. And you, right there. Okay, he's in his shield. Let's close this rift then. That's right, hit him with fire. Come on. You've got this, Cassandra. Knock his teeth out.
It's a futile! This world's already lost!
I mean, lost is a strong word. Where is everybody? I would rather have it on Cassandra and me as well, but mostly Cassandra. We got everybody. Good, good, good. Okay, the Terror Demon. Nice, nice, nice. Let's close that Fade Rift as well. Okay, and Alexius.
Victory is impossible! The Elder One will destroy...
I mean, the Elder One can try. Oh, there we go.
He wanted to die, didn't he? All those lies he told himself, the justifications. He lost Felix long ago. He didn't even notice. Oh, Alexius.
Okay. This must be hard for you. We can still help him. I just want to go home. I mean, it's hard for everybody, but yeah, this guy, Felix was his friend. So this must be very hard for him.
I know you cared for him.
Once he was a man to whom I compared all others. Sad, isn't it?
Oh, was he talking about
This is the same
Alexius?
amulet he used before.
I think he is.
I think it's the same one
Oops.
we made in Minrathous. That's a relief. Give me an hour to work out the spell he used, and I should be able to reopen the rift.
An hour? That's impossible! You must go now!
Okay.
The Elder One.
You have to hurry. This is bad.
This is bad.
We'll hold the main door. Once they break through, it's all you, Nightingale.
Oh, okay. Isn't there another way? We'll do our best. I won't let you die. I don't think I can do this. I'm not gonna let you die. You guys, we've been through too much. She's suddenly realizing how much she actually likes these people. She can't let him do this.
No, I won't let you commit suicide.
Look at us. We're already dead. The only way we live is if this day never comes.
No, but it's already come. It's
Cast
already
your
here.
spell. You have as much time as I have hours.
You can't really undo the past.
Though darkness closes, I am shielded by flame.
Oh, Varric.
Andraste, guide me. Maker, take me to your side.
You move, and we all die!
She's endured more than that. Unfazed, still using that arm. Oh.
You'll have to do better than that.
Oh, what an anticlimax. What an anticlimax to see all of that and then just be arriving here where it's all quiet and... Okay, it's kind of dark now, but still. You must surrender. That's all. You're done here. You're done here, definitely.
You failed, Alexius. How forgiving is your Elder One?
You won. There is no point extending this charade. Felix.
It's going to be all right, Father.
You'll die.
Everyone dies.
Oh, he's made peace with it already. Time you did too.
Well, I'm glad that's over with.
Over, yes. Okay.
Or not.
Grand Enchanter Fiona. Queen Anora. When I granted your mages sanctuary, I thought it was understood that they would not force my people from their homes.
Your Majesty, let me assure you, we never intended any of this.
Your intentions ceased to matter when my people were threatened. I am rescinding my offer of sanctuary. You and your followers will leave for Eldon at once.
But we have hundreds who need protection. Where will we go?
Where will you go? Okay, so we could offer you protection. We still need mages, or you'll come with us. No, we need mages still. We came here to get mages. We need them.
I should point out that we did come here for mages to close the breach.
And what are the terms of this arrangement?
Hopefully better than what Alexius gave you. The Inquisition is better than that, yes?
I know you are a mage, but consider how these rebels have acted. They must be conscripted, not coddled.
I've known a lot of mages. They can be loyal friends if you let them. Friends who make bad decisions, but still loyal.
It seems we have little choice but to accept whatever you offer.
Damn right you do. You're our prisoners or you're our allies. Ugh. An unexpectedly difficult choice, actually. I would always prefer to have them as allies, really. And as a Dalish elf, giving the mages freedom, the freedom that they really want and the freedom that any mage should have, is definitely a priority. But they did indenture themselves to a magister. They sold themselves into slavery. And the Dalish would never submit to slavery. I don't understand where you're coming from there. How you could do that. Better to die free and fighting than to sell yourself into slavery. No, I've got to give them a full alliance. If I just take them as prisoners, then I'm no better than the Chantry, so... And you know, we hate the Chantry, so... It's the deciding vote.
We would be honored to have you fight as allies at the Inquisition's side.
We'll discuss this later.
I'll pray that the rest of the Inquisition honors your promise then.
The breach threatens all of Thedas. We cannot afford to be divided now. We can't fight it without you. Any chance of success requires your full
Cassandra
support.
really disapproves.
Whether you accept the Inquisition's alliance or not, you will leave my kingdom.
Oh god, Cassandra must absolutely hate me.
We accept. It would be madness not to.
It would be.
I will gather my people and ready them for the journey to Haven. The breach will be closed. You will not regret giving us this chance.
Good. Good. Can Cassandra leave? I don't think she can. But she can hate you. And I think we're at that point. We've had so many hits to her approval. With the barest sprinkling of approval. It's got to be really bad.
It's not a matter for debate. There will be abominations among the mages, and we must be prepared.
If we rescind the offer of an alliance, it makes the Inquisition appear incompetent at best, tyrannical at worst.
What were you thinking, turning mages loose with no oversight? The veil is torn open.
Yeah, and they didn't do that. They deserve freedom. Consider this their probation. We need their cooperation, or I lied to them. I kind of like that they deserve freedom thing. They do. Consider this their probation. I think that would be easier for Cullen to accept, rather than me saying that they deserve freedom. But I can't say that. I can't. No, they deserve freedom. I believe that.
We're not monsters. We can control ourselves without any outside help.
This is not an issue of self-control. Even the strongest mages can be overcome by demons in conditions like these. You were there, Seeker. Why didn't you intervene?
While I may not completely agree with the decision, I support it. The sole point of the Herald's mission was to gain the mage's aid, and that was accomplished.
Damn
The
right.
voice of pragmatism speaks. And here I was, just starting to enjoy the circular arguments.
Closing the breach is all that matters.
Yeah. We'll need lyrium. I can help. I can? The sooner the better. I saw what's at stake. Let's go now. No, we'll definitely need lyrium. I'm wondering, is that must be a Leliana thing. Maybe, oh, no, okay, that'll be, one of the agents that we got. The, what's her name? I can't remember, but the one who was posing as a Chantry sister. So yeah, we'll do that one.
Closing the breach will require a lot of magic, and that means lyrium. I have contacts who can help.
Contacts meaning smugglers? Send them word. We need every advantage.
We have legitimate lyrium supply lines already.
And they don't need to hear of this.
Keep it under the table, and I'll do what I can to quiet rumors.
We should look into the things you saw in this dark future. The assassination of Empress Celine. A demon army.
Sounds like something a Tevinter cult might do. Orlais falls, the Imperium rises. Chaos for everyone.
One battle at a time. It's going to take time to organize our troops and the mage recruits. Let's take this to the war room. Join us. None of this means anything without your mark, after all.
That's true. That is true, Cullen. I'm not going to say I'd be honoured. I'm basically being held here against my will anyway. I'll be there.
Of course.
Meet us there when you're ready.
I'll skip the War Council, but I would like to see this breach up close, if you don't mind.
Then you're staying?
Oh, didn't I mention? The South is so charming and rustic. I adore it to little pieces.
Really? I'm glad you're staying. We'll keep an eye on you. You want to stay. I don't want you here. Okay, so 3 for him joining and 1 for him not joining. I'm a little surprised he wants to stay. Very surprised, but I am kind of glad he is staying. For a human. He's been surprisingly nice, and a Tevinter as well. But he got us through that red future. He was steadfast. Is that enough? Is that enough for him to be considered, you know, a good friend? Maybe not, but we've got the beginnings of something, I think. We've got the beginnings of something. So yeah, I'm glad he's staying.
There's no one I'd rather be stranded in time with, future or present.
Excellent choice. But let's not get stranded again anytime soon, yes?
I'll begin preparations to march on the summit. Make her willing, the mages will be enough to grant us victory.
Okay, please don't go immediately there. Excellent. Well, I'll save as soon as I can, and then I'll swap out Leliana's outfit real quick. No, I can't. I can't save it currently. Okay, well, never mind. Never mind. I guess I'll walk around and see if I can... No, I can't. Oh, it's just frozen in time. Okay. Well, as soon as it stops being frozen in time, I'll save. Okay, and we're back. So, what can we actually do in here? Can we go out into the rest? I hope we can go out into the rest. So let's go and do that. I should probably speak with everybody else, all of my companions, and see how angry they are with me. But I have to go and sell some stuff first. We need to empty our inventory while we still have the chance. Sell all. We were so close. 72 out of 75 there. Wow. Alright, let's see what we can equip people with. Okay, the Staff of Stasis is not that great, but it might be at least slightly useful for someone else, maybe. Okay, it could be useful for Vivienne. So we'll give her the Staff of Stasis then. We'll just need to remove the grip and blade from that one and see if we can stick them into that. Let's replace the Crow Blade with the Bleeder of Souls. Dorian can have the Dreamweaver staff then. And I suppose you can have the Ferelden Soldier Helmet. Why not? I guess we'll give that to Cole when we get him, if he can use it. That seems like it could be really cool. Let's give him the cooldown amulet. So you'll probably need the Ring of Attack. And we'll give him the Ring of Guard Penetration, why not? And a Belt of Spirit Resistance. Let's get rid of some of the valuables. Sell some stuff. Down to 32. Okay. Good. On to the blacksmith. Okay, we're going to need to get him some light legs and arms. And then for the staff. Okay, 24 out of 75. That's awesome. So, let's go and start speaking to people. I think we'll go straight for Cassandra. I need to know. I need to know how unhappy with me she is.
And what are we supposed to do, exactly?
What you always do. Complain.
We've already spoken with Commander Cullen. No one listens. We want better quarters. We want the Templars kept at a distance. And some respect for...
This is not the Circle. You mages are our allies, not our wards. Act like it.
How are we supposed to...
Deal with it.
Okay. So they're being demanding.
It never ends, evidently.
Right, arguing just makes them worse. That's the truth. Or is there a problem? Yeah, Cassandra, I'm surprised. Are you not liking our new allies?
Is there an issue with the mages? Can I help?
The mages are here as equals. They need to get used to what that means. It is your doing, after all. You created this alliance.
I sure did. And I hope it will all work out.
Well, I hope it works. What other choice do we have?
Oh. I do sound like I'm blaming you, don't I? I don't disapprove. In fact, you did well. You made a decision when it needed to be made. And here we are. I wish I could say this was my doing.
Okay. No, you got us here. I am pretty clever, or just remember that. Just, you got us here seems like we're buttering her up. It is her doing, though. She is the one who created the Inquisition. Just remember that is also hostile. She just said that she's not actually blaming me. I'm tempted to go for a middle ground, but some acknowledgement that it's not my fault. I wouldn't be here doing all of this if you hadn't started it, I think is warranted.
We wouldn't be here at all if you hadn't stood up against the Chantry.
Damn right.
You're being kind.
You're discounting your role in this.
Let's close the breach. Then we can say how successful I was.
Yeah, you stood up to the Chantry, and that is something to be admired. Okay. Well, I suppose we'll speak with Cullen then.
The mages are ready to approach the breach. I pray this will be enough to close it.
Certainly. Okay. Do you and I have a problem?
You weren't happy with how I brought in the mages. Do you have a problem with me as well?
Of course not. I have no intention of endangering your alliance, but I must ensure the safety of those here. That concern extends to the mages. They are putting themselves at risk for the Inquisition, as are you. Any precautions taken are meant to aid you, nothing more. I hope you will accept them as such.
Okay. Okay. Anything I should know? Tell me about your colleagues. Tell me about Templar life. Sure. Sure. Tell me about being a Templar.
I'd like to know more about the Templars.
What would you like to know?
Gosh, what would I like to know? How are you trained? Tell me about their vows. Why did you become one? What did they even do? Or you lived in the Circle? Yeah. What do you even do?
Before coming here, my keeper suggested I avoid Templars. Do they do anything besides hunt mages?
Templars protect against the dangers of magic. Before the Order left the Chantry, that meant serving in a circle. They were also tasked with tracking apostates, or fighting demons inevitably summoned by the weak or malicious.
Right, okay, so what do you think of mages then?
You've made it clear that you consider mages a threat.
Any mage can be. I won't pretend otherwise. I've seen the suffering magic can inflict. I've treated mages with distrust because of it, at times without cause. That was unworthy of me. I will try not to do so here. Not that I want mages moving through our base completely unchecked. We need safeguards in place to protect people, including mages, from possession at the least.
Right, possession is a very real threat. So, I mean, you lived in a circle. Surely you're used to all of this.
You've lived in the Circle. What was a typical day for a Templar there?
Typical. The last time I was in a circle was right before it fell apart. Nothing was typical.
Before that, then?
Certain rituals require a full guard. A mage's howling, for instance. I've attended a few. Most of the time, you merely maintain a presence, on patrol or in the circle, ready to respond if needed. Mages pretend to ignore that presence, but they're watching you just as closely.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. Nobody likes hanging around an armed guard. Do you not speak to the mages?
Do Templars and Mages never speak to each other?
Some do, but Templars are supposed to maintain a certain distance from their charges. If a mage is possessed or uses blood magic, you must act quickly, without hesitation. Your judgment cannot be clouded. Of course, ignoring one another does nothing to foster understanding.
No, it doesn't. It really doesn't, especially when you're in close quarters all the time. So why did you become a Templar then?
Why did you join the Order?
I could think of no better calling than to protect those in need. I used to beg the Templars at our local chantry to teach me. At first, they merely humored me. I must have shown promise, or at least a willingness to learn. The Knight Captain spoke to my parents on my behalf. They agreed to send me for training. I was 13 when I left home.
Really? Okay. That's not very old, isn't it? I sincerely doubt anyone in the clan would have been much younger when they started training for their roles. In fact, they probably would have been younger. They've got very little to do in a clan. But sure, that's not very old. Let's pretend that's surprising.
13? That's still so young.
I wasn't the youngest there. Some children are promised to the Order at infancy. Still, I didn't take on full responsibilities until I was 18. The Order sees you trained and educated first.
Okay, but what about your family then? Yeah, if you left them at 13... What do they think of all of this? Do you even know them?
What about your family? Did you miss them?
Of course, but there were many my age who felt the same. We learned to look out for one another.
Right, as in you helped each other write messages home? So how you trained?
What does Templar training involve?
There is weapon and combat training. Even without their abilities, Templars are among the best warriors in Thedas. Initiates must also memorize portions of the Chant of Light, study history, and improve their mental focus.
Sweet. Okay, that sounds very good. But did you enjoy it?
Did you enjoy your training?
As much as you thought you would.
Learn everything. If I was giving my life to this, I would be the best Templar I could.
You were a model student.
I wanted to be. I wasn't always successful. Watching a candle burn down while reciting the Chant of Transfigurations wasn't the most exciting task. I admit, my mind sometimes wandered.
Ah, sometimes, okay. Tell me about the vows of a Templar.
Do Templars take vows? I swear to the Maker to watch all the mages. That sort of thing.
There's a vigil first. You're meant to be at peace during that time, but your life is about to change. When it's over, you give yourself to a life of service. That's when you're given a filter, your first draft of lyrium and its power. As Templars, we are not to seek wealth or acknowledgement. Our lives belong to the Maker and the path we have chosen.
Right. And I don't really care about his vows of celibacy, so that was all.
That's all I wanted to know. Thank you.
Another time, then.
Yeah, okay. That's good to know. So, just like mages are prohibited from holding titles or getting any kind of renown in that way, Templars are also prohibited from exactly that. Okay. That is good to know. Krem, anything from you?
Nice work at Redcliffe. I could help the mages learn to work with Inquisition soldiers if you like. Not that the chief has any apostates in the group.
Of course not. Of course not. Well, thank you, Krem. I think I've already asked him how we can best use him. I might have already asked him about the chargers as well, but I'll ask again.
Can we talk about the bull's chargers?
Certainly. What can I tell you?
Tell me of an interesting job. Yeah,
Have you had any other interesting jobs?
This.
Had one noble whose rival had been told by a fortune teller that her death would come on feathered wings. The noble sent us after the rival. Not assassination, legal and everything, but we had to wear feathers. We sewed them into shirts over our armor. Should have seen the chief, all feathered up like the cock of the walk. Ended up retreating after all that. The rival choked to death a year later on a chicken bone.
So they didn't even manage to do the job. I wonder why. I wonder why they were blocked. They ended up retreating. I guess the rival's soldiers were just too plentiful, too good. Who knows?
We'll talk later.
Yeah. Okay. And Bull. Bull did not like what we did at Redcliffe.
So, that Tevinter guy sent you into the future?
Yeah. Tevinter magic goes too far. It was incredible. Weird, right? Oh, I'll protect you. Tevinter magic goes too far, definitely.
I've got no problem with normal magic, but Tevinter goes beyond all reason.
I know, right? The Vints are always pushing. Anyway, I hope our new friends have what it takes to close the breach. Damn thing gives me a headache just looking at it.
Right. I'm surprised I couldn't say anything to Cassandra, considering she was the one of the ones who, you know, was in the Red Future. Can we speak about that?
Go on, then.
No, she's definitely not going to want to tell me anything about herself. Try it anyway.
Questions. Why am I not surprised?
Oh yeah, no, that's all.
I'll let you get back to work.
But we couldn't tell her that we saw her in the Red Future. Okay. That's unfortunate. Did we ask Krem everything? Must have done, because it's not letting me speak to him again. No. Okay. And then we'll go to the next person. Varric, you will not believe what the Red Future had in store for you.
The Mage Rebellion joins the Inquisition. I've got to admit that's a twist I didn't see coming. One thing you saw in the future worries me. I mean, it was all bad. But Red Lyrium and Ferelden, infecting people and growing out of them, that's bad. Finding more of it really punches a hole in my Red Lyrium at the temple was a coincidence theory.
Not so much punches a hole as shreds it to pieces. Really. How fast does this stuff spread?
How long does it take for Red Lyrium to grow? How fast can it spread?
It took years to infect people in Kirkwall, but no one there was actually ingesting the stuff. This Elder One managed to take the worst thing I can think of and make it worse. That's an accomplishment.
That is an accomplishment. He should be congratulated. Don't worry, let's keep hoping. We need to eliminate it, definitely.
We can't leave a single piece of that lyrium out in the wild.
I'm with you on that. I've got people trying to find out where the red stuff came from. I think maybe we should make that a priority. But
definitely.
That's enough doom and gloom. You just won a big victory for the Inquisition. What are you going to do to celebrate?
Okay, plan for what's next. Catch my breath. Anything but celebrate. Have a party. Plan for what's next. I don't want to stay. I want to go home. The sooner that we've got this all done with, I can go. But then again, plan for what's next. I shouldn't be planning for anything after this. All that's left is to close the breach. But I suppose that is something to plan for, so yeah.
We can't know what's coming. Best not to get too comfortable.
I can't disagree with that. But maybe you should try to relax while you can. Things should be calm around here for at least the next hour. Take a moment to enjoy it. If the world's about to end, I'm sure the Seeker will let us know.
Yeah, probably. She'll probably let us know, Varric. Yeah. Okay, and then we've got Sarah, who is, I'm sure, not happy.
Well, that's mages all over. So many robes, I bet all of Ferelden lost their curtains. I'll just be the other side of Haven, just in case.
Oh, Sarah. They're here to help. They're what we need. Oh, you don't like mages? Yeah, you don't like mages?
Do you have a problem with our new allies? With mages?
No problem with mages. You're fine, right? My problem is magic. If mages sat on their hands, everything would be fine. I mean, yay, freedom. Great for them. Over there, away from me.
Okay. Well then. Yeah, I think carry on.
I'll be back if I need you.
Go on.
Yeah. You don't hate me, and that's the best I can ask for, really. Even Cassandra is civil with me, and she hates me.
I mean, look at the Chantry.
I am looking. Mother Giselle gives of herself and asks nothing in return.
We're not talking about Mother Giselle.
Okay. Okay. Seylis, don't walk away from me, honestly. Can I bother you for a second?
So we have gained the mages. Excellent. They should be able to seal the breach. You are certain you experienced time travel. Could it have been an illusion? A trick of the Fade?
Seylis, really? Dorian is certain. I'm a mage, Seylis. I would also have known.
I've been to the Fade before. I'd know it.
Point taken. What an amazing gift. It is vital the Inquisition succeed to avoid the future you witnessed.
Indeed, that is a gift. It doesn't matter. It's not amazing, it's terrifying. Thanks for the conversation, or I saw you there. Okay. I did not see him there. I did not see him there. I saw Cassandra and Varric. So, thanks for the conversation. Just gonna creep on the poor guy.
Most people have trouble wrapping their heads around the idea.
I'm not most people.
I appreciate you talking with me about it. And not being most people.
If you wish me to speak of Elysian fashion, I may be at a loss. Magical surprises I can handle. Speaking of which, you should ready yourself.
For?
This Elder One. You have now interfered with his plans twice. Once at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, and now again at Redcliffe. A being who aspires to godhood is unlikely to ignore such an affront.
Agreed. Very unlikely to ignore it. Ah. Dorian.
The Inquisition supports free mages. What's next? Elves running Halam-Sharal? Cows milking farmers?
The elves running Halam-Sharal, I can get behind. Cows milking farmers, I don't see how that could possibly work. Are you saying you disagree with all of those things?
I take it you don't agree.
On the contrary, I approve. Heartily. I do wonder if you've considered what this support of yours will do. For mages in general, I mean. The Inquisition is seen as an authority. You've given southern mages license to, well, be like mages back home.
Oh, okay. Hello, love. There's the Chantry waggling their posterior at our faces. Is that so terrible? So they'll rule us next? Or I doubt that. I don't think so. It would take a lot more than just the Inquisition, the fledgling Inquisition, standing with mages to bring something like that about, really.
I don't believe that.
It's true. The conditions here are different. Southern mages aren't used to ruling. Thing is, the Imperium was once just like the South. Templars, proper circles, all that rot. Then it changed, by inches. Not that this is reason to oppress us. Still, my homeland should be a cautionary tale, not a source of inspiration.
Oh, it's not. It's not a source of inspiration, Dorian. Don't you worry about that. You're talking to a Dalish. Have you even seen Alexius since Redcliffe?
Have you gone to see Alexius yet? He's in the cells.
Not yet, no. I saw him before they locked him up. He looked despondent, broken. Not the man I remember, nor the one I want to. I suppose the Inquisition will judge him eventually. I wonder if there's any chance they'll show him mercy. He hardly deserves it, but for Felix's sake. I can't help hoping there's something left of the man I once knew.
Well, technically, most of his crimes were committed in the future. So, technically, he hasn't done all that much. He did eject the Owl from Redcliffe. And I think it was him who was in charge of, you know, murdering the Tranquil and using their skulls for the Ocularum. I'm not sure about that. I'm pretty sure if he's not the one who was in charge of it, he was at least having someone who was in charge of it answering to him about it, I think. So that is definitely a crime that he should answer for. And trying to kill us, yeah. Definitely also something that he should answer for. Coming to grab the mages though, the rebel mages, they, no matter what he did, they still agreed to be indentured to him. They made that agreement. It doesn't matter how early in the timeline they appeared. The Tevinters appeared. Fiona was still convinced to throw her lot in with the Tevinters. So that's technically not something, that's not a crime, technically. Technically not a crime. So we can't really judge him for that. It's not nice.
Slyssa said to check with you to make sure these are safe to serve.
They're fine. Nobody will take sick as long as she boils them right. Smart woman for asking, though.
Yeah, she is. Okay. Are you going to say anything about the...
And in one piece.
I was kind of just hoping... I was hoping he'd say something about the mages and, you know, the fact that we have mages, so he's not going to need to be a healer anymore. How are things?
How are your people holding up?
No one's declared me a heretic recently, so I won't complain.
Right, that's true.
Farewell.
Okay. I don't think we picked up any new ingredients, so we won't be able to upgrade any potions or anything like that, but we'll go through the list. Right, I still need to grab Prophet's Laurel for healing potions. No, okay. We can't do anything with those. I need more Prophet's Laurel, Blood Lotus, probably some more Embrium as well. Yeah, I really need to do some more picking. Really. Let's see if Liliana has anything to say.
Lovely.
They should have this breach sealed soon enough.
I suppose their gold spends as well as anyone else's.
Exactly. Okay, Liliana.
Your open support for the mages likely earned you enemies. Our agents will monitor the situation. If the most opposed can be identified, we may still turn this to our advantage.
Sweet, okay. No killing, always looking to gain, or I'm not afraid. I'm not sure about the no killing. That was because it was one of our own. You know. And you need to know why your own have turned on you. And then, you know, banish them from the clan, never to be seen again. That would be punishment enough, really. But this isn't a clan, is it? And we need to stop thinking of it in such terms, Seylis. No killing then. Yeah, well, we'll just go for that one. If you need to remove someone, do it through your other means, like reputation or whatever else.
You're not planning assassinations, are you?
I was planning to unleash Josephine on them. She kills with kindness. Regardless, I applaud you for the courage to stand up for the mages.
Oh, sweet, okay. I watched you die for me. Yeah, that was harrowing.
In Redcliffe, you sacrificed yourself so that I could return here.
Of course I did. One small life in exchange for a second chance at history. I always loved a bargain.
It was still noble. That life was a lot worse, or I just care that it worked. Oh, it was still noble, and it wasn't just you, it was Cassandra and Varric as well. Also, your life was kind of terrible there, true, but yeah, no, it was a noble sacrifice.
It was still a sacrifice, and still noble.
And I would do it again.
Okay, but don't say it in that tone of voice, Liliana. I don't need a fanatic. Any updates?
Anything I should know?
Artegan has returned to Redcliffe Castle and resumed his duties as Lord. The people are returning, slowly but surely. Unfortunately, our show of support for the mages has angered many.
Right, okay. Well, never mind. Carry on, Liliana.
I'll leave you to your work.
Okay, so we do need to meet in the war room. I suppose we'll speak with Thren. We haven't spoken with you in a long time.
Without more ore, he won't be able to get blades for the recruits.
Tell Master Harriet that ore doesn't grow on trees.
Yes, Mom. I think he knows, Mom. He talked about how we have to dig it up.
Okay, I can't tell if he was being passive-aggressive there or not, but sure, Thren.
Nice work with those supplies. The smiths can use them to fit our troops with better gear. Might not affect you much, but our recruits will have better chances next time some monster flies out of a rift.
Okay. Yeah, no, we've spoken to you. Okay, you don't have anything to say about the mages then.
Farewell.
Make a go with you.
Okay, any other requisitions that we can fill? Just the fellow Maya. I suppose we might as well.
Nice work.
Yeah, thank you. Alright then, I suppose if we've done everyone there. Varric. Yeah. Okay, Vivienne. Vivienne's the last one. Then we might go down and see Alexius. If he's in our cells.
If Fiona and her malcontents are joining us as allies, we need to be prepared. Abominations are inevitable. Cullen doesn't have enough Templars to handle incidents. Some of the rank and file need to be trained.
Right. We can control the mages. Good idea. Absolutely not. Or keep them hidden. Look, the mages have got this under control.
We can handle the mages. There's no need for Templars.
Have any of these men faced an abomination before, my dear? Have you?
Yes.
The veil is broken, and the raw power of the Fade rushes out like floodwaters through a shattered levee. You know as well as I do that mages attract demons where the veil is thin. And if demons can walk our world with no blood magic to summon them, how safe do you think our allies are? There has never been a greater threat to mages than the Breach. Until it is closed, no one is safe.
Greater threat to anyone. Not just mages. I'm not as confident in them. Do you pose a risk? You don't trust mages. Yeah, you don't trust them.
You have a low opinion of your fellow mages.
It's not so much an opinion as grasping the obvious. Magic is dangerous, just as fire is dangerous. Anyone who forgets this truth gets burned.
Okay, that's just Chantry rhetoric. Dalish don't have Templars. Templars aren't the solution. I agree with you. Ottavinta doesn't think so. The Dalish don't have Templars, and we are fine.
The Dalish get along just fine without Templars or Circle Towers.
As I understand it, the elves limit their risk by refusing to have more than 3 mages in a clan. Tell me, what becomes of the Dalish youngster who is not appointed first or second?
They're sent to other clans, definitely.
If a clan can't raise the mage, they're sent to another that's in need of a first or second.
And if there are no clans in need of a new apprentice? For those who value survival, sentimentality is not an option. Tell me something. You said once that you wanted to change things. What future would you build for mages?
Okay, mages should be free. We need mages in the Chantry. We need the circle back. No. We don't support circles. We don't support the Chantry. Mages should be free. It's the only option.
Mages should be treated like anybody else.
How free did you feel living on the run, never straying too close to villages or staying in one place too long? Paint the cage any color you like. It is still a cage. It's something to consider, my dear.
Oh, you did not. That's the Dalish way of life, and that's not because of our mages. That's because of the Chantry hunting us. How dare you, Vivienne? You don't get to use that. You do not get to use that and try and paint yourself as the one in the right. Not at all. You've had a very cushy life.
The Inquisition appreciates your assistance in this matter, Lady Corbin.
Oh,
and
dear.
my miners appreciate your business. You'll have your lyrium by the end of the week. I should tell you, Ambassador, the Chantry raised some fuss when they learned about our arrangement. The Inquisition must certainly seem an audacious idea to the Grand Clerics. We hope to convince them it is a necessary one as well.
Right, okay, so that's Josephine battering for some more lyrium. Speak with you.
I'll take my leave. Good day.
Who is she, Ambassador?
A merchant. I thought we should reach out to the dwarves to secure lyrium for the Inquisition's mages. According to Lady Corbin, it raised the ire of the Chantry.
Naturally.
Oh. Access to lyrium makes us rather more formidable than anticipated. We're becoming a challenge. Sadly, the remaining Grand Clerics appear to be consolidating the Chantry's power instead of comforting the masses.
Well, of course. The Chantry's incompetent. It's needed more than ever. It's been this way for years. It's incompetent. It is incompetent.
The Chantry couldn't solve its own problems when it had a divine.
Yet many people continue to bear it great love. We will not benefit from its decline. Little but the Chantry ties Orlais, Nevara, Ferelden, Antiva, and even Rivain to a common cause.
Has the Chantry truly promoted such peace?
Andrasti's chant is familiar across kingdoms, a source of many shared customs. That is the crucial point. Common ground is the start of all negotiations.
It's only common ground because you forced the chant on them. And the start of many fights, definitely.
Are you sure? Families often fight the hardest.
Having grown up among 4 siblings, I concede your point. I found, however, that the only time 2 parties cannot negotiate is when they cease to speak. We must learn to think beyond our own wants to secure peace in Thedas.
Yeah, okay. You sound too good to be true. That's an ambitious notion. It's a tall order, or it's not our job. It's definitely not our job. We just need to close the breach.
The Inquisition is only here to seal the breach. Nothing more.
We've become more than that by helping the mages. The powers have taken notice. Speaking of which, I have a question, if you've the time. The remaining Grand Clerics sent a missive inquiring about the events at the Temple of Sacred Ashes. They demand to know whether the Inquisition officially claims that Andraste saved you from the breach. If it were up to you, how would you reply?
If it were up to me, so it's not. They just want me. They want my opinion. Andraste chose me, I don't know. I don't claim to be holy. How will you... Oh, that's private. How are you going to reply to this? Yeah.
Will my answer change your reply to the Chantry?
If Leliana, Cassandra Cullen, and I could agree on our official stance, I could answer that. We should decide soon. The revered mothers don't seem to know what to make of you.
Right, okay. Yeah, I'm not holy. I am not sent by Andraste.
I'd tell the Chantry I was saved by circumstance, not divine intervention.
Yet as rumors your Andraste's herald grow, the Grand Clerics may not believe such a humble reply. A difficult situation, and I thank you for your answer. A good day to you.
Yeah, okay. You did not look happy there. You did not look happy there. I'm sorry, Josephine, but I'm going to keep that party line going for as long as I can. I am not the Herald of Andraste. Let's
Secrets
turn in
the
some
blankets
research.
weren't worth selling.
Oh, no
He's giving them
research
to the
items.
Inquisition for free. That,
Okay.
and he said people who freeze to death don't spend much coin.
Wow, okay. Okay. Well, never mind then. Yeah, let's go down to see Alexius if we can. If he's even here. I know it said to Dorian that he was down here, but I wasn't sure if that was just the stock answer that it's usually said at Skyhold. Because they don't really expect you to come down here. Or seek out and speak to Dorian, really. Yeah, he's not down here. Yeah? Yeah, it looks like he's not down here. So that response to and from Dorian, that was supposed to happen at Skyhold then. Not here. They probably didn't want you, or didn't expect anyone to go running around speaking to people. But I can't help myself. I needed to do this. I needed to do it now. Okay. Well then. I think I've spoken to everybody else, haven't I? We'll speak to Mother Giselle.
I understand you were instrumental in garnering the assistance of the rebel mages. It is well done. And I pray this Inquisition fares better than the Chantry in its handling of magic.
Oh, we can certainly try. You disagree with the Chantry, or the Chantry did terribly. Yeah.
It would be difficult for us to do worse.
Harshly spoken, but difficult to deny. In some ways, Andraste had the simpler task. Magic should serve man, and not rule over him. That tells us what should be, but it does not tell us how to get there. So many times the methods of men have undone the spirit of their goals. Once you have sealed the breach, we shall see whether this Inquisition is truer to the Chantry, or its own namesake.
Yeah. We will see what history decides about us. How are the people?
Can you tell me how our people are doing?
What would you like to know?
How are the people at Haven?
How are the villagers in Haven doing?
You did well to gain the mages to your cause. The people have hope that the breach may be sealed. Some of them are returning to the lives they fled. Others are starting fresh. In either case, they no longer believe the world as they know it is ending.
Well, that's good. So people elsewhere?
Do you have information on people elsewhere?
The refugees in the hinterlands are desperate. Without help, starvation or war will claim many lives. Villagers in Crestwood are besieged by their own dead. They have sent word begging for assistance. People are vanishing in the hills of Emprise du Lion. It may be demons or something worse, but they are terrified. More than that I cannot say. It is a chaotic time for all in Olay and Ferelden.
Okay.
Farewell.
Farewell.
Right, technically we still need to go to the hinterlands and, well, finish up with that healer who we sent to them. The hinterlands is in need of a healer, was that? No, we still got the Felindaris thing and the requisition, but we did manage to send a healer to the crossroads, and I guess we'll just need to touch in with Corporal Vale. Maybe he'll be able to say, you know, we've done everything we can for the people in the hinterlands. The healer was the only outstanding thing. Okay. Pretty sure, anyway. Pretty sure that was the only outstanding thing. Well, let's level up. Let's upgrade static cage. We'll give it lightning cage. That seems quite good. Whenever an enemy in the cage takes damage, a lightning bolt strikes them. So, yeah. We'll see how that goes. Alright, well, the only other thing left to do is to go into the war room, so I will leave it here, and next episode we will be closing the breach and losing Haven. So, I hope you've enjoyed this. If you did, hit the like button and subscribe. I upload 5 videos a week, so hit the bell for notifications. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.